What's going on, guys? Dave here. We are at month 9 of my Nvidia and Bitcoin portfolio updates. It is November 21st of 2024. Nvidia just had their earnings call yesterday. I was being stubborn and I wanted to wait until after the earnings call to see if there'd be a big boost. Unfortunately, there was not. For the second earnings call in a row, Nvidia exceeded expectations, but kind of gave so guidance, and the numbers that they produced weren't exciting enough for investors. So we'll go into that a little more here. But yeah, this is my update here for my portfolio. If you're new to the channel, please like, subscribe. I have a graph and some information I'm going to show to you guys here. So let's go ahead and get started. For any new viewers here, I am on a 120-month time frame. I am purchasing shares of Nvidia and Bitcoin only. I am not buying anything else until March of 2034. All right, and this is my commitment. This whole channel exists just for me to stick to my investing goals, not trying to get famous or make money off this thing. It's just a way to keep me disciplined, and for other viewers, the four or five out there who can kind of see the power of compounding over time and, just kind of have fun with investing. All right. So, my investment amount for November of 2024. All right, I will move my camera over here. I bought $850 worth of Nvidia shares. Okay, and I bought $0 worth of Bitcoin. And this is why timing the market, again, like we've heard from Warren Buffett, timing the market does not beat time in the market. So I had a goal of investing only into Bitcoin for the rest of the year, 2024. And I strayed from that. I said, you know what? NVIDIA's earnings call is coming up. They missed on the last one in August. I think they're going to beat this one, especially with all the analysts and what they were saying about Blackwell demand, supply, yada, yada, yada. I was wrong. Okay. NVIDIA moved down about $3. It's about 140, $141 per share now, even after beating their earnings estimate. And, that just goes to show you never know. All right. You never know, no matter what, your profits are, what the analysts are saying. If people don't want to buy shares and people aren't excited about it, well, it ain't going anywhere. So, I invested into Nvidia, nothing into Bitcoin, and I wish I did because Bitcoin, right at the first week of November, right before the election, Bitcoin was around $60,000, and or excuse me, it was around 60 before that. Went up until the high 60s, like 68, 69. It is currently at $97,000. One Bitcoin is $97,000. We are $3,000 away from 100K Bitcoin. So if I would have put that 850 into Bitcoin, it would have went up. But again, timing the market never beats time in the market. And same thing with these Nvidia shares. It'll eventually go up over time. May not happen this month, next month, or whatever, but it'll come around. Nvidia is a very strong company. So, but for the beginning of 2025, I want to stick to getting on that Bitcoin horse again. I have point or yeah 0.177 0.17 Bitcoin, and everyone's saying to get to 0.28. Well, we'll see if that happens, but I'm just going to stay disciplined and keep investing into it. So, the beginning of 2025, Bitcoin, I will continue to put money into that. All right, current portfolio value. Let's take a look here. Okay, number one, please go ahead and ignore 115.2 shares. I'm like around 116 now just because I bought. Um, Well, actually, no, probably around 120, I think, because I bought $850 worth of Nvidia last month, but I forgot to update the shares part in this slide. But this is correct. My Nvidia shares are at 16. I have $16,998 worth of Nvidia shares. So that's currently where we're at. And Nvidia is currently around 140 ish dollars per share. Now, Bitcoin. Bitcoin, you gotta love this because I experienced it firsthand for the first time as a Bitcoiner or Bitcoin investor. Literally within the last 2 weeks, okay, all of these gains have happened with Bitcoin. All right, I've been with Bitcoin since March. I started buying in at $55,000, and then it shot all the way up to 70, went back down to 49K, and then kind of fluctuated in the 50s and 60s for the better part of this year, honestly. And all of a sudden, Trump gets elected, okay, and that week after he got elected, it was like I would go to bed and I'd wake up and Bitcoin went up like $6,000 or $7,000, and it kept going up. It's at 97K right now, 96, 97K. Okay. So my Bitcoin, I have 0.17 again, valued at $17,335. I did not invest into Bitcoin in October. And when I did my previous investment video, I had $11,974 worth of Bitcoin. Or 0.17 was worth $11,974. So just in 3 weeks, this has gone up basically a little under $6,000. Like, very impressive. And I've seen all the videos online of people saying the growth of Bitcoin happens only within a small time frame, within a handful of days in a year. And it's so true. We went almost 25 plus $1,000 up in value with Bitcoin in just 2 to 3 weeks. It's crazy. And I'm, obviously glad that I got in when I got in. I had a wedding gift that I received um, in the spring, and I bought in at about $74,000, and then it shot all the way down. And the wedding gift was probably around $8,000 or $9,000. And I was like, man, I hope I'll get a return from this. And I was obviously willing to hold, but it ended up paying off because Bitcoin is now almost at 100K. So we went up 19.49% in value, portfolio value, and this does not include my October contribution, or excuse me, my November contribution. My goodness, I did not edit this. I don't think that would be fair. So this is all just gains in the market. And my total portfolio value is now at $34,333. I started with when I did this last month or last March, I was at around 8 grand, $8,012. You can see the first video. Now I know what you're saying. You're going to sit here and say, and I'll go to the next slide. Sorry. You're going to sit here and say, well, Dave, it's not fair. You had that huge wedding gift, okay? The wedding gift really put you over. Yeah, I mean, a little bit. It was like $8,000 that went into Bitcoin. Everything else throughout these months, I put in usually just south of $1,000, just south. Okay. And same thing with Nvidia. My Nvidia portfolio, I mean, it's gone down since this earnings call, but I was putting in $200 and $300 a month into Nvidia starting in July of 2023. And I mean, I didn't have any exponential amount of money pumped into that. And it's made me like 128% return. I've made like $10,000 off, market returns just from Nvidia. Okay. So, um, I know some people are going to say the wedding gift, even my wife, she sees this graph. She's like, the wedding gift. Well, yeah, the wedding gift, but that's life. In life, sometimes you're going to get bonuses, you're going to get extra, you know, um, side money from whatever it is. And it really paid off. So now imagine someone were to receive an inheritance and they didn't put $8,000 into Bitcoin there in June. Imagine they put like 100,000, 200,000. You would have made a huge return, a huge return. Okay. So, um, regardless, this is the chart. These are kind of the returns I've made. Um, and it's pretty cool to look back on this and see that I started at 8 grand. And now we're at 34,000. My goal by the end of this year was $20,000. That was a goal I had set up for myself in the summertime. I said 20,000, is fine with me. I mean, we're at $34,000 now. You know, um, Bitcoin has generated almost 6 grand in returns for me in 3 weeks. I wish I would have bought more. And that's what I'm telling you guys. Like, I'm just a regular old, you know, John Doe on the street, but I keep looking at this and I look at Bitcoin and I go, my God, I wish I bought more. I wish I bought more in August. You know, um, anyways, this is it. This is the chart. Nvidia Bitcoin portfolio growth. We're going till 2034. Guys, I post videos monthly on Bitcoin and Nvidia, and also, these once a month videos on my portfolio and growth in it. If you enjoy, please like, subscribe. Go ahead and give a comment if you have any feedback or you have any kind of you know um, perspective on either of these things, Nvidia and Bitcoin. And I appreciate you being here, and I'll see you in the next video. Later.